Okay, so the first exercise for you are your press-ups. Now you're going to do these on your kitchen work surface or on a table that's not going to move, but for the sake of recording the video, it's far better if I do it here. So I've got my feet out behind me, and you have really long hamstrings, so you can keep your heels on the floor while you're doing it. Mine will probably have to come off the floor. So I've got my hands just over hip, shoulder width apart, gripping it so I don't slip. The main thing is not to let the bum come out. So we take the whole lot, hips and everything in, and all the way back. So you need your core engaged. We don't hunch the shoulders up, which you didn't. You were brilliant. You've got your shoulders down and back. And the only thing you perhaps did was, as it got a bit tougher, you got to about here, and then you let yourself fold. So as long as you don't. So there's 3, 4, 5, and to make it a bit tougher, don't stop for a rest here. Keep moving smoothly. 6, 7. Oh, my hamstrings have just stretched, and I can leave my heels on the floor now like you can. 8, I think. 9, 10. Super duper. And then we move to the stairs. Now, if you can do this and watch yourself at all, or film yourself, because this is where you saw how wonky you can be. So I've just got my feet hanging over. My bunion bones are on the step. I've got this for balance, but look, I'm going to try and do one finger. So it's high first, and then drop as low as you can. The higher bit is strengthening the muscles, the low bit is stretching them. That's 3, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just slipping a little bit. 9, I think. 10. And we finish on a stretch. And hold it there and relax. Honestly, relax. We want to work by lying on your left side. So we're working your weaker right side. Hand on the floor, legs straight in a nice straight line. And then we're going to lift and lower. That's 1, 2. Notice how I'm keeping my foot parallel with the ceiling, because as soon as I turn my toes even a fraction, I am now switching on these strong front muscles, not isolating and using the side leg. There's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same again, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down. And then we're going to do the shoulder ones. I'm going to show you this from the side first. So now I have my bottom leg bent, top leg straight, and remember this shoulder here, we want to grow out of the shoulder. And we're going to lift the hips as high as we can. You can leave your hand here if you need to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lovely job. Now we change sides, and I'm going to show you this side on. Okay, so lying on the floor in a dead straight line, feet flexed, hand here for balance, and we raise the top leg and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is your stronger side here that we're working. 6, and then pulse at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 at the top. 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. And now we bend the bottom leg, straighten the top leg, come up onto this shoulder and grow out of the shoulder. Then we're going to lift the hips. So it's lift and lower 6 times. 2, leave the hand here if you need it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Superb. So now we need to do the leg work on the other side. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 up here. Oh, that's killer, isn't it? Oh. And then we bend the bottom leg, straighten the top leg. Notice I'm still in this straight line. Hand here if you need it. Take the hip as high as you can and down. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, belly button to spine, 5, 6. Fantastic. Nearly dead. So if I've got that wrong still, what you need to do is make sure that this stronger side, which is pulling you down, gets worked once, and the weaker side that's giving in gets worked twice as hard, and over time will get you back up. It's not going to be instant, and it's going to be conscious of sitting in front of a mirror or asking somebody to say, am I sitting straight? Or shoving something under this side to straighten you out. There's the footwork. And remember, this is conscious, deliberate. You've got your bands. It really works. So we are going to pull and flex the foot as much as we can, and then really push against the band and gently, smoothly bring it back, not ping it back. While we're there, let's get our good posture. We can do 5 of each. There's 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to circle 5 one way. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last one, which we'll do after because I've got to move. So we'll do this one first. Pulling it back, pushing it away. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and circle it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other way. And you know, I said to you I'd broken my leg and I had it in plaster, and the French physio said I should do these inside my plaster. I'm so glad I listened to him, because when I got back to England, the consultant here, who shall remain nameless, at 5, he said, no, this is very serious, don't do anything. But I'm glad I listened to the French physio, because they're dealing with broken legs all the time. And he, when I came out of plaster, What happens if you don't use your muscles? They hypertrophy, they shrink. And my muscles didn't shrink and I still had them. So I can tie this around here, tie it in a loop, put it around there, put your foot in it. Can you see me? Yes, you can. Fidget around, and then we're pulling against it. So this is the muscle that she said was really weak, and we're really strengthening this muscle and all the feet now. So it's 5 on that side. But when I was holding it, it's much quicker if you've got somebody that can just hold it for you, or have a different band set up ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's that job done. Fantastic. You could leave one set up if you're not too house proud. Right, now we need to go back onto your side muscles. And you used my 3 kilogram weights, which is brilliant. Now, what you've got to remember is this is your strong one that's pulling you over, and this is the weak one that's getting stretched. So we're going to work the weak side twice, and we're going to start with the weak side, then do the strong side, and then the other one. So this is stretching, but to get back up, you're using your weak side to pull you up. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are going to do 10 because you were good at this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, we're in between 2 panes of glass. You were brilliant at that. Now we're going to do the other side. I'll show you side on. So we go down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and now we're going to do the other side again. Right, so here we go. 1. I'm terrible with my left and right. 3, 4. Really use those hips to pull you in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. So you lower your knees to drop the weights and just circle the hips, do whatever you need to do. And we're coming back down onto the floor. And we're doing our shoulder bridge, which I'll just show you from the side. Shoulder bridge. The reason you could potentially be getting cramp, the further your feet are away from your bum, the more likely you are to get cramp. And that really works your hamstrings really well, which is probably why you got cramp. If you bring your feet closer into your bum, you're still using your hamstrings, but not nearly as much. So take the shoulders down and back, and lift and lower. And lift, don't stop for a picnic. Can't remember how many we did. 2, 3, we're doing 6, 4, 5, 6. If you need a quick stretch in between, gently pull one knee and the other knee as well, and rock from side to side. Wanted to do the crunches. So again, I've got my shoulders down and back, float the arms off the floor, belly button to spine. Got this apple under my cheek. 1, you were good at this. 2, don't stop for a picnic at the bottom and keep the belly button to spine the whole time. Don't relax it here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your core will very quickly improve in strength doing these. Remember, I showed you the lady in the gym. She was doing them like this. So bad for you, and not doing anything because you're using momentum. So do whatever you need to do to stretch out of that. And then we do the side one. It's called the heel taps. Now, again, this is working specifically for you to strengthen your one side more than the other. So because this is your weak side, we're going to start on this side and we can do this side twice. Okay, so we come back up. Now you can support your head if you need to for this. We're doing them all on this side. So it's 1, no momentum. So we're not swinging. It's a deliberate 3, 4, belly button to spine, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the other side, I'll show you from this end. Support the neck if you need to. Your feet were perfectly placed. 1, 2, 3. This is your stronger side already. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest if you need to. And then into the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, full body stretch. Much needed. And then the last one is the Superman. Now, I know you have good mobility, so this is the best way to look at Superman. I have got my wrists under my shoulders, my knees under my hips, and my neck is lengthened. So in other words, I'm not relaxing my head down. I'm actually using my muscles to keep it up. And the round the world first, nothing is moving except my arm. And you were great. You could get it all the way up to your ear. So that's great. 1, other side. Notice the weight adjusting on your knees. 2, leg comes out. You were good at this. We don't turn the foot. We keep the foot down, which means our back stays flat. And then the other one. So you're not trying to go as high as you can. You're trying to go. So it's 1, swap, 2, swap. Belly button to spine the whole time. 3, 4, 5, halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's it. That's your workout done. If you want to go through it twice, please do. A really nice stretch at the end that does lots of things is take your knees wide and your feet together, hands out in front, and just stretch and hold. And breathe. Grip the floor. Elbows are off the floor. And that's it. So please call me if you have any questions. We agreed we'd do it on WhatsApp so that we can find each other and we know where it is. Is that okay with you? All right then. Bye.